Front-a-Town was consist of Miro, Galvez Miro, Tanti, Russia Blade, and Durgeon Wall. But everybody had their own particular areas that they was hustling at. But that grinding shit come, a motherfucker come together like glue. You understand? And that pressure ain't nothing nice. They say pressure make diamonds. No, that pressure make a motherfucker fold if they ain't about that. Man, I have seen so many documentaries about, you know, Glenn, Scully, Broadneck, Nap, Marlowe, Meatball, Eyes, you know, T-Man, you know, everybody putting these documentaries out and ain't never stuck a foot in Thalia Coldway. You can't tell no story from no articles, man. You understand? If you ain't lit this shit, if you wasn't out here around this shit, then you don't know nothing about this Calliope shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop, you know, trying to gain capital. Because this not about no capital, man. Dudes done lost blood through here. I'm talking about real fucking blood, man. I seen my brother down there, 3-4 bullet, you know, in his head. You understand? That's real, man. I witnessed my mom. Health went black from September, and when she wake up in February, it's gray as goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So all the fake documentaries, man, you know what I'm saying? This is not a game, man. This is a lifestyle. You understand? And putting all that false information out and shit. They got dudes who still in federal penitentiary, man. You know, got appeals in it and trying to get home, man. This shit is not to glorify, man. Like somebody said, I didn't even ever seen the museum with, you know, with the big homies, man. You know, with the homicide truck and it was bulletproof. I mean, I saw the truck. I was old enough to see it. But the museum and glorifying, them dudes not glorifying this shit, man. If them dudes could take that shit back, man, you better believe, man. Nigga go up the Coldway with a pair of penny loafers on with a nickel in it. You understand? Don't give a fuck who got what to say. You dig? So all them fake documentaries, man, about this Calliope lifestyle, man, you understand? I understand, you know what I'm saying, you glorifying this shit, excite you. But at the end of the day, man, this shit is a lifestyle, man. This shit ain't for play, bro. You know, all them documentaries, man, none of them dudes know them dudes, man. Ain't have a sit down with them dudes. Matter of fact, half of them don't even know how they look. If the pictures wouldn't be up there, they wouldn't even know how they look. So yeah, I saw many documentaries, man. I ain't even watched the whole thing. Because I knew it was bullshit. I was here. Okay. For instance, all right, like, let's go with the most recent, with Eyes and T-Man on the most evil, right? I mean, they're telling a story as if, you know, T-Man was just every day, you know, I'm looking to kill a motherfucker. Nah, man. As Eyes around here, you know, sending shots, you know, go knock this one off, go knock that one off, and talking about the man cooperate, you know, like, man, stop the fucking shit, man. Dude, T-Man is the most humblest dude I know, man. Went to school with him. We had fights. And turn around and hug each other and, you know what I'm saying, go play ball. So that most evil shit, man, got the dude, you know, got the most heinous picture they can get to put across that TV screen, bro. It's all about perception. They want you to perceive that because that bring on numbers. You understand? They want the traffic, want the numbers, want the capital. You understand? Oh, he killed the man. Oh, he hit the dude 50 times. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And if he hit a motherfucker 50 times, then shit. How you knew? What the fuck you was at? You know what I'm saying? So, man, all them documentaries, bro, don't believe that shit, man. This year, real deal, man. out the mouth of motherfuckers who ran that Thalia Court with and who lost blood through this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Shit ain't no game, man. I ain't saying I'm no gangster, but guess what? I'm humble. I got a big fucking bite. If it's necessary. If it's necessary.
Tell you a couple of stories about Front-a-Town, you know? Front-a-Town, you know what I'm saying? Thalia Coldway, the biggest Coldway, the most dangerous Coldway. If you ain't born and raised, if you ain't ran through Thalia, I don't think you know too much about that pressure. You hear me? That's a graveyard itself. You had to be a gangster growing up in Thalia. Everybody know that from Pretty Durgenwald. You had to be a gangster from Pretty Durgenwald to roam through Thalia. That's where everything went down. There was always popping there. You got 200, 300 niggas just in there hustling, grinding, doing their thing. Rocks, dope, everything. Niggas just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got the old hood no more, so you know I can say like mailboxes full of guns. You know what I'm saying? That's how we done it. You know what I'm saying? I can say alhamdulillah that I'm still here today. You know what I'm saying? Because I soaked up from each and every one of them, and I took out what I wanted to take out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I can say, you know what I'm saying? When I reached like 12 or 13, I jumped out the porch, started selling rocks here and there. You know, but, you know, Cali, your home of the dope. So you had to get your hands on that diesel. You know what I'm saying? Sold a little diesel here and there, did what I do, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I like to play with guns when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So I, you know, played with a little gun, participated in a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? I caught a murder charge when I was 14, way back in like 95. You know what I'm saying? They gave me juvenile life for that. You know what I'm saying? I got out when I was 21. You know, so I missed my whole juvenile. You know? But when I got out in 2001, you know, I picked up the pieces. I was a grown man then, you know what I'm saying? So I jumped out, you know, jumped back out in the game. About 3 months later, I'm back in the game doing what I do. You know, had the fast car, the fancy car, you know. So, you know, did my thing, you know what I'm saying? Wound up catching another murder charge. When did 67 days. Got fast track out there. I really didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? They threw that charge on me. But I ain't do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I beat the charge, the truth just came out. So that's all that is, you know what I'm saying? And once I got out off of that, you know, I ain't let it go to my head. I just continued, you know what I'm saying, do what I do. So you had all that foolishness going on, you know, I participated in this and that, you know what I'm saying? But I wound up getting shot in 2004, you know. Me and one of my partners, you know, misunderstanding. We had us a little shootout. I got hit in my stomach, he got hit, you know. We talked about it on the phone and we squashed it and we let it go. You know, I went my way, he went his way, you know what I'm saying? I cut some niggas off because, you know, it wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? So I wound up going to jail back in 2005. Did 3 more years for a gun and some dope. You know what I'm saying? When I was in jail on that joke, you know, I grew again, grew some more. Come home in 2008, you know, I was chilling, working, doing what I do on paper, you know what I'm saying? Did a little hustling, wound up caught catching another charge. Caught another charge in like 2011, 2012. When did 6 more years. And during that time while I was in there on them 6 years, you know, I came into the deen, which you would call Islam. I became a Muslim.
Man, you know, there's 2 sections to the Calliope. You got the front of town. You had Slam and the Cole family. And on the other side, you had Durkee, Duggem, Arthur, the Moan. But also you had Big Reggie. You had Fat Boo on Rattle. Like, back of town had gangsters, but man, front of town had gangsters too. You know, to me, in all honesty, no disrespect to the OGs, but the most gangsters nigga from front of town was Pepper. Like, he was a young dude ahead of his time. Like, Pepper, for some odd reason, could get all the youngsters together and they do all the dirty work. He ain't do shit. And, like, you know, he used to have a little bit running up the courtway bare feet and punching on niggas. Jumping, you taking bikes. Like, in that time, like, it was like, God damn, this nigga ain't number 15, 16. This nigga got 30 youngsters under him. You know, and getting that money, man. Wasn't nobody fucking with Slam. Playboy was getting that paper, man. I don't give a fuck. He rattled to Earhart, he rattled to MLK, Galvez to Prill. He was getting that money. Everybody, you know, a lot of dudes up there was getting that money, you know. Man, when you speak Slam, that's Front-a-Town. Whether a motherfucker like it or not, that is Front-a-Town. From him giving the game to all his little nephews, to his son, that's Front-a-Town. Man, Slam is a legend. You know, I hated he went out the way he went out, but he a legend. Like, because everybody he had under him, he taught them how to hustle. He had them ahead of every other fucking youngster back here. He had them little niggas, you know, 13 and 14, $2,000 in their pocket. Them niggas was smoking exotic weed before they knew exotic weed was back here. He didn't force it on them, but if that was the choice they made, he embraced it and he taught them the right way. You know what I'm saying? He ain't try to lead them down the wrong path. Then he had them on some real family type shit. Everything they did together. One went up, got a bike, all of them got a bike. All of them got cars. Rent limos together. You know. And that's who Slam was. Slamming records from when it was Bub and Ray Nail and Lil Slam and me, the Young Guns, or when it was Dirty Red. Like, you know, dude was a real entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's something that just inbred in people in the Cali. Like, if you look at the things that go on now, somebody from the Cali, you're gonna find a way to make money with the different clothing lines, with the hair products. What are you doing shows like this? Like, a lot of that come from being raised in the Cali, and a lot of that come from growing up under people like him. Like, you know, he was everybody in their life got to, you know, do whatever dirty work they got to do. But dude was a real family man. Like, did what he had to do for his son, did what he had to do for his daughters, his little sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude paved the way. Put it that way. If you gonna speak the word greatest of all time, he one of Front-a-Town greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Durkee, no disrespect to Arthur, no disrespect to Damone, no disrespect to none of them, man. No disrespect to Nick, no disrespect to Duggem, but ain't nobody do it like Slam. Ain't nobody do it like Playboy. And he spanned generations. He went from the late 70s to the 80s, to the 90s, to the early 2000s. Ain't nobody do it like Playboy. And guess what? He ain't never rat on a nigga. He ain't do no time. He made his money, stayed out the way, and he did what he did. You know, and still gonna crack your shit wide open. Still was slinging that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Still was slinging that bitch. Like, if you looking at the people today, a lot of y'all that listen to B3, like, that's where B3 get the game from. That's where B3 learned his business, got his business sense from. You know, that's where he get it from. When you looking at people like that, when you looking at those little girls that used to call themselves the Cold Girls, after Mother Cold, Slam was the big dog of the family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he did it the way he was supposed to. He ran Front-a-Town with an iron fist. You know what I'm saying? He ain't disrespect you, but he ain't tolerate disrespect. He ain't step on your toes, but he wasn't gonna let you step on his toes. He ain't getting your lane if you ain't getting his lane. You know what I'm saying? He was always respect. I used to get on his nerves, so you know, plenty of times he'll tell me, I'm gonna slap the fuck out you, I'm gonna do this and do that. As I got bigger though, there was no more slapping the fuck out of me. So I stopped testing my luck, because I don't know if the bitch was gonna shoot me, you heard me? So, but you know, it was always love and respect for Slam, man. A lot of times I got out of line, you know, he put me in my place. I understood that and I respected it, because it made me better as a man. Like, you know, A lot of people who lost their lives really owe their lives to slam. They wasn't living until they got under Playboy. Rest in peace to my brother Sugar Man. You know, he ain't know nothing about living, getting money, or none of that until he started hanging around Slam. Like a lot of them people, a lot of the activists today that you see stop the violence, whether it's Reverend Danny or a lot of those dudes that's in the neighborhoods, man, you know they got it from Slam. And it's amazing for the 360 that they did, from committing violence, taking lives, to trying to give life. You know, and I know if he was here, he'll be proud of him. You know what I'm saying?
You know, on that joke, you know, I converted to Islam. You know, Chairman Nabi Abdul Razak, serving of the provider. And that's what I became, you know what I'm saying? It took me from being a boy to a man. It taught me a different mentality, you know what I'm saying? Made me understand, you know, because the whole while I've been thinking I was a man, the whole while I was a boy. You know, manhood ain't never even been discovered in me yet. You know, all I was thinking, I'm in Tallulah, I'm wilding, slinging knives, you know what I'm saying? Smoking, you know, doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? Tallulah like the second worst jail in Louisiana. So, you know, I'm just screwed up cutting up. I ain't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But see, once I converted, I understood what it meant to be a man. And that's what I became, a man. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it meant to be a son, to be a father, to be a husband. You know what I'm saying? I took those measures. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showing me that, for giving me a better route. You know what I'm saying? So when I found my better route, I embraced it. And something, you know, I realized that I had to stop doing me and just sit back and realize what it is I was supposed to be doing. To find my path, you know? Stop trying to mimic and try to be like everybody in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And follow the path of the Sunnah, follow Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If I can follow street niggas, why I can't follow the Sunnah? Why I can't follow the Prophet? So that's how I'm gonna do that. That's how I do it. Follow the Prophet to the T. You know, that's how I live my life now, you know. I went from being all that, you know what I'm saying? Now I got my own company, the Carpet Plug. You know, I'm married. I have kids, you know what I'm saying? I live my life, you know. I'm content. I found peace at heart. You know, the fast money, yeah, it's cool. I don't miss it because I'm loving my freedom, you know. The fast money is don't last money. That slow money, that's for show money. And that's what I roll with, and that's what I keep in my mentality, and I find it in my heart. You know what I'm saying? So when I find myself getting off track, I go make salat. I pray. You know, every Friday I go to Juma. You know, I give cool balls and I listen to cool balls. That's a sermon. You know? So, you know, as we show y'all these Calliope Chronicles, we ain't making this for y'all to glorify our street life and our street mentality. We want y'all to see that you can make it, that you can get out the game. You know what I'm saying? If you blessed to make it out. Because the way the game is now, y'all see how the game is now. You know, the alphabets ain't letting you make it like that. And the cats in these streets ain't letting you make it out. They better let you make it in. You know what I'm saying? Because once you try to get in, they taking you out. And the alphabet's throwing you away. Arcana Zero got something for you. You know what I'm saying? So before I take that route, I'm going to go ahead on and take that slow money and that for show money. And I'm going to take that peace of mind and that peace at heart. You know what I'm saying? A calm heart is what you need. And that's what I have when I lay down that night with my wife. I ain't got to wake up 6:30 in the morning wondering if this door going to come down. You know what I'm saying? I could be at peace. I ain't got to listen for that outside noise or none of that. I'm at peace holding my wife. You know what I'm saying? Waking my kids up for school. That's what I like to do. Watch them go to school. Watch them get on the bus. You know? So when y'all watch these Calliope Chronicles, y'all just get it, you know what I'm saying, and understand what it's really about. Because y'all getting it exclusive. Calliope Duggem. Front-a-Town Calliope finest. You hear me? Yeah.
Get robbed at the bar bus stop by Tokyo. He got robbed by Tokyo. He called me. He talking, dog. I was going to a party. You heard me? And I had beef with his eye. Yeah, I had beef with his eye. My cousin told me, don't fuck with Tokyo. I wouldn't listen. I asked Tokyo about a pistol. Yeah, man. What happened? I said, I think he took my dad and something. Get him. Hey, who is it? His eye. Didn't know he hung with his eye. Hey, come on, man. Left from the broad bus stop, going back into Cali, yo. Tokyo said, his auntie live upstairs. You go up there knocking the door, I'm gonna kill her. Then I go up to the second floor. Soon I spin the hall right here, I clap, clap, and take them ballots off, get that 8-ball jack, and get the money in your pocket. That was one of the worst moments. And besides, it was cold that night too. Then he had the nerve to give me $1 and catch the bus from Alabama. That nigga was crazy, but nigga, I can remember when I had the bra from the UK over there, just making a lot of noise, if you know what I mean. And them niggas came upstairs and was banging on my door, let them in. Boom, 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 lay down, bitch, open the door, bitch, we here. Open the door, bitch, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Fuck that.
Nah, nigga, you can't come in here, nigga. Nigga ain't mad, Chill knocking at the door. Oh, Chill, lay down. That bitch followed me. Say, man, let me tell you something. That nigga followed me. The bro said he want to go to the store. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the store because I don't think if niggas walk through the courtway, they gonna be like, you know. She said, no, I want to go to the store with you. I want to see your goons. I said, all right. I'll take it to the store with me on Martin Luther King Galvez. Chill followed me all the way to the store and took back home. Lay down, lay down. Lay down, lay down. Let me hit. Oh, leave me alone.